Hello dear students, welcome to the online course on digital logic design. The topic of our today's lecture is logic gates. So we will start by knowing what are the logic gates. In fact, logic gates are the basic building blocks of all modern digital computing system. They are the fundamental blocks on which all digital computing systems are built upon, and in fact each gate is associated to a unique logic function, and we denote that gate with the help of a unique symbol. ठीक है, एक हर लॉजिक गेट जो है वो एक यूनिक लॉजिकल फंक्शन को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा होता है, और हम जब पूरे कंप्यूटिंग सिस्टम की स्कीमेटिक डायग्राम या सर्किट डायग्राम ड्रॉ करते हैं तो हर गेट को एक सिंबल से डिनोट करते हैं, और हर गेट का जो लॉजिक फंक्शन है यानी वो क्या काम करता है, उसकी फंक्शनैलिटी क्या है, वो दो तरह से डिस्क्राइब की जाती है DLD की डोमेन में. नंबर 1 इज़ द ट्रूथ टेबल एंड नंबर 2 इज़ द बूलियन एक्सप्रेशन. ट्रूथ टेबल क्या होता है? ट्रूथ टेबल इज़ बेसिकली अ टेबल विच रिप्रेजेंट्स all possible input to the gate, and for each set of input it represents the resulting output. right, आपके पास let's suppose 2 input का एक गेट है जिसकी 2 इनपुट्स हैं, तो 2 इनपुट्स की पॉसिबल वैल्यूज़ क्या होंगी और हर पॉसिबल वैल्यूज़ के कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग आउटपुट की वैल्यू क्या होगी, ये इसको बोलते हैं ट्रूथ टेबल. ये एक रिप्रेजेंटेशन है. सेकंड रिप्रेजेंटेशन इज़ बूलियन एक्सप्रेशन, कि हम इस किसी भी लॉजिक गेट्स को एक मैथमेटिकल एक्सप्रेशन, एक अलजब्राइक एक्सप्रेशन की फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, और वो जो एक्सप्रेशन है वो बूलियन अलजब्रा की फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट होती है. हम नेक्स्ट लेक्चर्स में बूलियन अलजब्रा को डिटेल में कंसिडर करेंगे, उसको डिस्कस करेंगे. सो Boolean expression is another way of representing the logical function of any gate. And the last thing to represent the operation of logic gate is timing diagram. हम एक डायग्राम जिसको टाइमिंग डायग्राम कहते हैं उस पे हर इनपुट की वैल्यू जो कि 0 1 की फॉर्म में होती है उसको एक लेवल, एक सिग्नल की फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, और हर इनपुट के कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग जो आउटपुट होती है उसको भी एक सिग्नल की फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे होते हैं. बूलियन लॉजिक की टर्म में वो सिग्नल 0 या 1 या हाई या लो लेवल की फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट होता है, और डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स की फॉर्म में वो जो सिग्नल है वो वोल्टेज लेवल्स को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा होता है. तो उस टाइमिंग डायग्राम से हम बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशंस ले लेते हैं कि कौन सी वैल्यूज़ हाई और लो होंगी तो उसके कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग आउटपुट की क्या वैल्यू होगी, नंबर 1. नंबर 2, टाइमिंग क्या होगी, सर्किट का प्रोपगेशन डिले कितना होगा, एंड सो ऑन. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ लॉजिक गेट्स. जो फर्स्ट लॉजिक गेट है उसको बोलते हैं एंड गेट, और इसके ये सिंबल आपके सामने रिप्रेजेंट हैं किए हुए हैं. ये सिंबल, ये तीनों में से कोई एक सिंबल जब भी आपको नज़र आए then you should be able to identify it by an AND gate. And AND gate has one output and it can have multiple inputs starting from 2 inputs, 3 inputs, 4 inputs and so on. AND gate का logical function क्या होता है? AND gate represents a binary मल्टीप्लिकेशन फंक्शन. 2 बिट्स अगर आपके पास हों तो एंड गेट उनकी मल्टीप्लिकेशन को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा होता है, एंड दिस इज़ द ट्रूथ टेबल ऑफ एंड गेट. इफ़ वी हैव 2 इनपुट्स टू द गेट विच आर डिनोटेड बाय A and B आर 2 इनपुट्स एंड F इज़ द आउटपुट. तो हमारे पास इसकी ट्रूथ टेबल में कंडीशंस क्या हैं? अगर दोनों इनपुट्स 0 हों तो आउटपुट 0 होगा. अगर कोई सी भी एक इनपुट 0 हो तो भी आउटपुट 0 होगा. अगर दोनों इनपुट्स 1 के इक्वल हों यानी बाइनरी 1 हो तो आउटपुट जो है वो बाइनरी 1 होगा. तो this is a kind of multiplication function. 1 into 1 is equal to 1, and 0 into 0 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into 0 is 0. सो एंड गेट बेसिक उसकी फंक्शनैलिटी ये है कि अगर एक एंड गेट है जिसकी मल्टीपल इनपुट्स हैं ए बी सी डी एंड सो ऑन, तो उसकी जो आउटपुट है वो आउटपुट एफ जो है वो इक्वल टू 1 तब होगी जब all of its inputs are equal to 1. Right, the output of AND gate is equal to 1 when all of its inputs are equal to 1. If any one of them is equal to 0, then output becomes equal to 0. And this is the boolean expression for two input AND gate. ये AND operation को हम इस dot से represent कर रहे होते हैं. And if you have multiple inputs A, B, C, D up to N, then you perform AND operation with the help of this dot operator. And this is the timing diagram. X axis के ऊपर time होता है और Y axis के ऊपर जो भी इनपुट्स होते हैं, इनपुट्स वेरिएबल्स होते हैं, उनकी वैल्यूज़ होती हैं. सो वी हैव टू इनपुट्स A and B and we have an output F. So during the time interval t0, both inputs are equal to 1, both are high inputs. Then during this same time the output is high, which is equal to 1. In the next interval, one of the input becomes low, the other remains high, but since this is an AND operation, the output changes to low. Low means 0, binary 0, high means binary 1. Similarly, in the next time interval t2, A becomes high, it changes to binary 1, and B becomes low, it changes to 0. As a result, the output remains equal to 0. And during the time interval t3, A remains 1 and B again changes to 1. So as a result, the output of AND gate becomes equal to 1 again. So this is how we represent the functionality of a gate or any digital circuit with the help of a timing diagram. Second gate is OR gate, and it is represented by these symbols. Whenever you see these symbols, you must be able to recognize that it is an OR gate. So again, OR gate has one output and it can have multiple inputs starting from 2, 3, 4 and so on. And what is the functionality of OR gate? OR gate is able to perform a kind of boolean addition function. Addition function means if this is the truth table, we have two inputs A and B and the output F. So if both of the inputs are equal to 0, output is equal to 0. And if any one of the inputs becomes equal to 1, the output becomes equal to 1. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. It is not 2 because the number 2 cannot be represented in binary. Binary logic is only made up of 0 and 1. So if both inputs to the OR gate are equal to 1, then output is 1. If any one of the input is 0 and the other input is 1, the output remains 1. And if both of the inputs are equal to 0, then the output is equal to 0. And the Boolean expression for logical OR gate is F equal to A plus B. This plus denotes the logical OR operation. And if we have multiple inputs A, B, C up to N, then all of them are ORed together. All the bits are added together. If there are multiple bits that are equal to 1, then the result remains equal to 1. For example, if we have an OR operation where we have A, B, C and D, and if A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1 and D is equal to 0, then output is equal to 1. It means for an OR function at least one of the bit must be equal to 1. If any one of the bit is equal to 1, then no matter what is the value of other bits, the result would be equal to 1. Again, you can represent its functionality with the help of a timing diagram. During the interval t0, we have both bits equal to 1, then the output is equal to 1. In the next time interval, A becomes 0, B remains 1. As a result, output remains equal to 1, and so on. Now you can identify the inputs in each time interval and note down the corresponding output. The third logic gate, which is called the NOT gate or inverter gate, it is a single input single output gate. In fact, it is the only gate in whole logic design which is one input one output, and this is the symbol. Both of these symbols represent an inverter. And what is the function of NOT gate? It is basically used to invert the input value. If A is equal to 0, if input A is equal to 0, then output is always opposite of A. The opposite of 0 is 1. Similarly, if A is equal to 1, output is equal to 0. Since NOT gate cannot have multiple input, it must be able to have only one input. And in terms of Boolean expression, this is the representation of NOT function. You represent NOT gate with the help of input and you place a bar over the input variable. So this is called F equal to A complement. Complement is denoted by this bar. Complement means inverse of a value. So if you have only two possible values, as in case of Boolean logic, if you apply a value 1, then inverse of 1 is equal to 0, and if you apply a value 0, then inverse of 0 is equal to 1. So this is the timing diagram of an inverter, and you can see that during the time interval t0, the input bit is 1. As a result, the output is 0, and vice versa. You can very easily identify the operation that whenever the bit is switching to 1, the output is switching to 0, and whenever the bit is switching to 0, the output is switching to 1, and this very represents the function of an inverter. The fourth logic gate is known as NAND gate, and it is represented by these symbols, and you can see that it is basically an AND gate and an inverter at the output. So this was our AND gate and this was our inverter. So when we combine them together, we place an inverter at the output of AND gate, it becomes a NAND gate. So it is represented by this symbol, and it has one output and multiple input. Number of input can be 2, 3, 4 and more than that. The operation of NAND gate is NOT AND operation, means invert of AND operation. So here is the truth table. If you have two inputs equal to 0, then output is equal to 1, and if any one of the input is equal to 0, again the output is equal to 1, and finally if both of the inputs are equal to 1, then the output is equal to 0. And remember, in case of a simple AND function, the output was, when both of the inputs are 0, the output was 0, again 0 0 and 1. So the logic operation of AND gate was that it produces a 1 whenever both of the inputs are equal to 1. When any of the input is equal to 0, the AND gate produces a 0 at the output. And when we see the NAND gate, we see that if both of the inputs are equal to 1, the output is equal to 0, and if any of the input is equal to 0, then the output is equal to 1. So NAND gate is basically an invert of AND gate. You can see that the output for each possible input, the output of NAND gate is invert of the output of AND gate. And a 2-input NAND function can be represented in terms of Boolean expression as A and B whole complement. This inversion is denoted by this bar over AND function. So this is an AND gate and you have an inversion over here. So you denote this inversion by a complement and this AND operation by A dot B. If you have multiple inputs to the gate, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, and then you have a NAND function and it is represented as F equal to A and B and C and D whole inverse. Again, you can verify the functionality of NAND gate with the help of this timing diagram. Here we see that if both of inputs are equal to 1, the output is equal to 0, and if any of the input is equal to 0, the output is equal to 1, and so on. Another gate is NOR gate. It is basically an invert of OR gate and it is represented by these symbols. You have an OR gate and you have placed this circle. This circle represents an inverting of the output of OR gate. Again, it has one output and multiple inputs starting from 2, 3 and up to many inputs. The truth table representation of NOR gate is that when any of the bit at the input is equal to 1, the output is equal to 0. So 0 0 produces 1, 0 1 produces 0, 1 0 produces 0 and 1 1 produces 0. In case of a simple OR gate, we had this function 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 and 1 1 1. So here we see that NOR gate is simply an inversion of an OR gate. So in Boolean algebra, we can represent this function by this Boolean expression. This is an OR gate, A plus B, and if we place a bar over it, then this becomes a NOR gate. Again, we can verify the functionality of NOR gate with the help of its timing diagram. Here we have two inputs A and B, and this is the output F. You can see that when any one of the input is equal to 1, the output becomes equal to 0. Here we have 1 0, output is 0. Here we have 0 1, output is again 0. Here we have 1 1, output is 0, and here we can see that the A is 0, B is 0, then output becomes equal to 1. So this is how you represent the functionality of any digital gate with the help of its timing diagram. So let's see another gate which is known as XOR gate. XOR gate is it has one output and multiple inputs starting from 2 and so on, but most of the time we restrict ourselves to 2 inputs. So this is the symbol of XOR gate. You have like this is the symbol of XOR gate, 2 input XOR gate. you have inputs A and B and output equal to F. So let's see how it works. So the logical function of XOR gate is basically exclusive OR function. Exclusive OR function means that when both of the input of XOR gate are equal to each other, then it produces 0 at the output, and when the inputs are different from each other, it produces a 1. So it is producing an exclusive function. Whenever the inputs are same, the output is 0. You can see that 0 0 produces 0 and 1 1 produces 0. Whenever the inputs are different, 0 1 1 0, it produces 1 at the output. And Boolean expression of this exclusive OR function is represented by this symbol. This is called O plus symbol. O plus. And if we have multiple input XOR gate, like you have 4 input XOR gate with inputs A, B, C and D, A, B, C and D. So when all of these inputs are similar, when they are equal to each other, the output is equal to 1, and when any one of them is different from the rest of the other, then output is equal to 0. It means that this output would be 1 when all of the inputs are either 1 or all of them are equal to 0. In both of these cases, the output is equal to 1. In the rest of the cases, the output is equal to 0. And you can write in terms of Boolean expression as F equal to A XOR B XOR C XOR D. Again, you can verify the functionality with the help of timing diagram. When both of the inputs are equal, then the output is 0, and when any one of them is different from other, the output is equal to 1. Another gate is known as XNOR gate. It is basically an inverter of an XOR gate. Inverter placed at the output of XOR gate. So this was our XOR gate, and this circle represents an inversion. So if we remember, the XOR gate produces a 1 at the output when both of the inputs are similar, and if any of the input is different from other, then it produces a 0 at the output. In contrast to this, the XNOR gate, it produces an output 1 at the it produces a 1 at the output when both of the inputs are similar, right? In case of XOR, you had, if you have 0 0, then output is 0. You have 1 1, output is 1, and if you have different inputs, the output was equal to 1. This is the truth table for XOR gate. And for XNOR gate, if both of the inputs are same, it produces 1, and if both of them are different, it produces a 0. So you can see that XNOR function is basically an invert of XOR function. And again, you can verify the functionality with the help of timing diagram. If both inputs are same, XNOR produces 1. If any one of them is different, it produces a 0 at the output. So here this is A, this is B, and this is F. So let's summarize what we have discussed in this lecture. We saw that every digital computing system, its architecture is represented in terms of some functional units, and the most basic functional units are known as logic gates, and each logic gate represents a unique Boolean function or Boolean operation. So, and what we do, we represent this logic gate with the help of its truth table, its boolean expression, and its timing diagram. And also we assign a unique symbol to each logic gate. After this, we discussed 7 kind of different logic gates: AND, OR, NOT, XOR, NAND, NOR, and XNOR. AND gate is represented by Boolean equation F equal to A and B. This gate produces a 1 at the output when both of the inputs are equal to 1. OR gate produces a 1 at the input when any one of the input is equal to 1. NOT gate is also known as an inverter. It inverts the value of inputs. So when A is equal to 0, F is equal to 1 and vice versa. XOR gate is represented by A O plus operator B, and it produces a 1 at the output when both of the bits are different to each other. When both of the input bits A and B are similar, it produces a 0 at the output. NAND has a functionality opposite to AND. NAND is basically AND with an inverter. NOR is basically OR with an inverter, and XNOR is basically XOR with an inverter. So you can see that these are the Boolean equation. When we place a complement bar over them, they become these gates. So this concludes our today's lecture. We'll see you in the next video.